Hi friend, this is Engineer Imran Aziz coming here with part 3 of our ongoing video series on building planning. I'm sorry we are getting late for today's video due to some of the personal commitments, but I thought that giving a video on daily basis should be continued. So let's continue with today's topic. The topic is same, building planning. And today again we will be discussing 25 multiple choice questions, and remember the options will be highlighted for the effective review. So let's get started. It's the part 2, so we are starting with question number 51. The question is, the direction that receives the sun for most part of the day is uh, the direction of the building which receives the sun for most part of the day is number A, east, B, south, C, west, D, north. So the correct option for this question is B, which is south. South is the direction which receives the maximum intensity of the light. Question 52. The drawing room should have A, more number of doors, B, built-in cupboards, number C, wider doors, number D, more circulation areas. So yes, the drawing room should have a wider door for the ease of accessibility, and because it is now further opening into the bedroom, so that's why uh, the front door of the drawing room should be a wider one as compared to the door of the bedrooms. So option C is correct for question number 52. Then we have question 53. The room least used in 24 hours of the day is, which room is least used, I mean the minimum use for 24 hours of the day in a house? Number A, drawing room, number B, dining room, number C, bedroom, number D, kitchen. So dining room is the area which will be minimum use only during the dining time, maybe during breakfast, lunch and dinner. So other than these timings, specific timings, there is no use of the dining room. So dining room is the area which will be least used in a house. So option B is correct for this question. Then we have question 54. The minimum floor area of an independent kitchen is, the minimum floor area of an independent kitchen is number A, 5 meters square, number B, 7.5 meters square, number C, 10 meters square, D, 15 meters square. So option A is correct for this question, which is 5 meters square. So the minimum size of a kitchen should be 5 meters square. Question 55. Minimum width of a water closet is number A, zero point 0.9 meter, 1 meter, 1.2 meter, and 1.5 meter. So minimum depth of a WC should be 0.9 meter. So option A is correct for this question. 0.9 meter. Then we have minimum floor area of a bathroom should be number A, 1.2 meter square, 1.5 meter square, 1.8 meter square, and 2 meter square. So option C is correct for this question. The minimum floor area of a washroom should be 1.8 meters square. Then we have question 57. The minimum value of going in a public building. Going, we already explained in the previous videos. The going is the horizontal length of a stair. So the longitudinal length of a stair. Number A, 200 mm. The minimum value of going in a public building should be 200 mm, 250 mm, 300 mm, or 350 mm. So it should be option C, 300 mm. The minimum value of the going in a public building should be 300 mm. Question 58. In a stair, the minimum headroom is number A, 1.5 meter, B, 2.5 meter, C, 3 meter, D 3.5 meter. So the minimum headroom of a stair should be 2.2 meter. Option B is correct for this question. Then we have question 59. The ideal grouping is, grouping we already discussed yesterday as well. The grouping is you combine different types of room as per their needs and as per their utilization in a room. So grouping, ideal grouping is number A, bedroom and toilet, number B, bedroom and kitchen, number C, drawing room and kitchen, number D, bedroom and store. So bedroom with the attached toilet is the ideal grouping. So option A is correct for this question. We prefer a bedroom along with attached toilet, but bedroom with attached kitchen is not preferred. The drawing room with attached kitchen is also not preferred. In some cases, it is given, but preferably it should not be. The bedroom with store is also not preferred. So option A is correct for this question, which is bedroom and toilet. Then we have question 60. Privacy of site is required for number A, kitchen, number B, toilet, number C, drawing room, number D, dining room. Privacy of site is required for toilet. So toilet is the area where privacy should be preferably given as compared to other options like kitchen, drawing room, and dining area. So option B is correct for this question. Question 61. Better privacy is achieved by, how we can achieve the privacy uh, properly or better. Number A, proper grouping of rooms, providing curtains, planting trees, minimizing the number of door. So by by planning the grouping of the rooms, we can betterly provide the privacy or achieve the privacy in a house. So option A is correct for this question, which is proper grouping of the rooms. So better privacy can be achieved through proper grouping of the rooms. Question 62. The room that requires the maximum intensity of light, that room which needs the maximum intensity of the light. Number A, kitchen. Number B, dining room. Number C, drawing room. Number D, storeroom. So out of these options, kitchen is the area which requires the maximum intensity of the light. So option A is correct for this question. Then we have question 63. The room that requires the minimum intensity of the light, where light is minimum required. Number A, bedroom. Number C, dining room. Number D, drawing room. C, drawing room, and D is store room. So store is the area where minimum intensity of the light is required as compared to bedroom, dining, and drawing room. So option D is correct for this question. Then we have question 64. For a residential house, the ratio between the utility area and the circulation area is A, 10, B is 5, C is 3, and D is 2. So the ratio between utility area and the circulation area should be 5. It should be remembered. Then question 65, the advantage of a fluorescent light is number A, less power consumption, number B, provides daylight, cooler and softer shade, brighter light. So it gives a cooler appearance or feeling and a softer attraction or shade. So option C is correct for this question. The advantage of fluorescent light is cooler and softer shade. Then we have question 66. When room can temporarily accommodate more load, the property is called. When a room can temporarily accommodate more load, this property is called number A, roominance, number B, flexibility, C, aspect, number D, prospect. Remember, we have already discussed the roominance, aspect, and prospect, and this question refers to the flexibility. So flexibility is the term which is used for the rooms which can accommodate more people or more occupants in case of some temporary or emergency issues. So that room which has the flexibility to accommodate more people, that is called a flexible room in a house. Then we have question 67. Ventilation is to number A, supply oxygen and removal of carbon dioxide, B, supply of light, C, reducing temperature and humidity, then controlling the odor. So ventilation we already discussed in detail in previous videos. It's the supply of oxygen and removal of carbon dioxide. So option A is correct for this question. Then we have question 68. An undesirable site for a school building. So where the school should not be constructed. Number A, land full of undulations. B, site in the proximity of the lake. C, a site through which high voltage power line is passing. D, amidst the residential locality. So normally if we have to provide the rooms for a school or we have to construct a new school and there is some high voltage or high tension line passing above, so we preferably either avoid the site for the construction of that school, but if that is unavoidable, then we request the authorities to remove that high voltage line first, and then we allow the construction of the classrooms. So normally that estimate or the project proposal has already covered, or the provision for the shifting of that high voltage line is already kept by the engineers in that PC1 or that estimate. So then before commencement of the project, the first approach or the first activity in that project would be the shifting of the high power electric line, so that it should not affect the workers during construction and the students at later stages. Therefore, option C for this question is correct. Then we have 69. Maximum number of classroom to be provided in a row is number A, 2, B, 3, C, 4, D, 5. So three classrooms should be provided in a row, and after that there should be a joint. Then we have question 70. Minimum width of door opening in a school. It should be 0.9 meter, 1 meter, 1.5 meter, or 1.65 meter. So the minimum width of the door opening in a school should be 1.65 meter. Then we have question 71. The walking distance between the school and the hostel should never exceed 3 minutes walk, 5 minutes walk, 7 minutes walk, or 10 minutes walk. So the maximum walking distance between a school and a hostel should be maximum 7 minutes walk for the students. 72. Employees hostel should be situated, number A, away from the densely populated area, away from factories, in the heart of the town, away from market, cinema, or theaters. So it should be in the heart of the room for the like accessibility point of view. Option C is correct for this question. Then we have question 73. Best type of accommodation for minors in a hostel is single seater room, double seater room, triple seater room, or rooms to have 5 members. So preferably in hostels for minors, it should be 3 persons accommodating in a room. So it should be a triple seater room. Option C is correct for this question. Then we have question 74. A bus station parking area is to be planned at the rate of number A, 5 square meter per bus, 10 square meter per bus, 15 square meter per bus, and 20 square meter per bus. A bus station parking area should be planned in such a way that 15 square meter space should be kept or designed for one bus, for parking of one bus. So option C is correct for this question. Then we have last question for today, which is minimum width of the table in a library or a public library is. So it should be at least 3 feet, 1 meter, 3.28. So options available with us were 1.5, B 1 meter, 1.5 meter, and 2 meter. So as I said, it's 1 meter should be the minimum width of the public library table. So that's all. We covered 25 more questions on building planning. So hopefully we will be bringing one more part on this topic. So again, request to please subscribe to my channel and support this cause and spread these videos with your friends and family so that they could be benefited. So and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, as well as TikTok. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. Bye.